Hey, good to see you guys again. Today on the video, I'm working and we actually are finishing off the Bandit mini bike. I had cut off a bunch of tabs, I had to repaint a bunch of stuff. I got the new bearings, I got the engine done, I got all the parts done, it's all mounted up, everything's running and going. I did have a little problem with the jets at the end of the video, but this is what it looks like. You guys are actually seeing the end of the video right now because the beginning of the video didn't record properly, so it did get finished in this video, guys. So hey, thanks for coming back, I appreciate you. And yeah, if you guys want to see how this thing got built, watch the rest of the video. If not, you can watch the beginning of it and we're gonna do a burnout, see if it does a burnout anyway, so hang on. I have no idea if this is actually gonna fry this tire. Sweet. Just switched cameras, guys. Let's start bringing stuff out to the yard. This frame is one of the first things that's got to get done, so out we go. Don't mess up the nice white paint job. Yeah, right. It's so gonna get messed up. Okay, so the frame's out here. I got a few more things to bring out that we need to cut up, so let's go get them. And I need the cutoff disc. There's our exhaust, it needs to be cut. Just starting to rain. Maybe we'll have to like bail underneath the thing, but I think we'll be all right. Okay, we'll get you on another mount, guys, so you get some watch. Let's cut some stuff off, guys. And if you look carefully in the background, you can see what my next project's gonna be. It's the golf cart, so if you don't look, if you can't see. Let's cut off some pegs. These are the first that gotta go. They are not right. Okay, sorry about that, but I need my safety glasses. I thought about it halfway through that. Safety glasses on. Tony, we may have to bring projects in if we get any more rain, sir. So that was one peg. Let's cut the other side. My poor frame, it's all painted. Ah, well. We'll have to touch up, paint a lot of it, I guess. Sure. It's fine. There goes that piece. Okay, now we're on to the forks. Because I don't like these tabs. You see that? I don't like these tabs. So I'm gonna take these off. And that's why we're on the grass. So I don't have to worry about putting stuff down, having it ruin the paint. It'll be fine. I'm going to touch up, paint it again after. Don't tell anybody. One. And yes, I'll have to get the flap disc out, really clean it up because I'm picky. Okay, that's two. Those are the tabs off the fork I wanted. Those are those pieces. Okay, so then we're on to doing the rear brake caliper because the tire moved. So we got to move that. So come on back. It's that mount back there. That's not going to work. Got to cut that one off. Woo, frame moved on me right at the last second. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I nicked it a little bit, but a little touch up paint, little razzle dazzle. I'm gonna grab the flap wheel and de-sharpen that edge. And I gotta do the forks too. Oh, before we do that and we switch over wheels, let's cut some muffler flanges. I'm gonna cut this one on a cool angle, cut that edge on a cool angle so it fits into the head, kind of like, trying to eyeball it how I envisioned it, like that. Yeah, okay, sure, let's go with it. Straight through. I didn't let up or nothing, so I had a nice clean cut, although it's full of crap. Okay, that's the header part. Let's cut it back here on a cool little angle because I thought it'd look cool like this. It was like that. I thought it would look cool like this. Just like that. Cool little pipe. And all we got to do is get this to that. I wish it was a little bit fatter, but I'm kind of running out of material, guys. That could even be a header pipe. Yeah, I'm running out of materials, guys, so we use what we have now. Maybe I'll buy a header pipe if we make some money off this project. But yeah, here goes the flange. We need that flange, sir. We're gonna Zeus it off. Zeus it off. Just like that. Everything's really, really hot. Nice. Okay. Back in a minute with all these prepped. And we'll go into the garage. And you guys will be back in the garage and we'll weld this stuff all back on. Just give me a minute. I gotta cool everything and clean it and then bring it all back in if you haven't done that. So yeah, these are my pieces. See you guys in a few minutes. Finally get to go back inside. Ow. I bumped my head. Okay, this is where we're gonna weld everything up today. So give me a second, guys. I gotta get the frame and everything. Okay, so I got you guys all set up. I got a cloth that I'm gonna use. I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. So I have the wheels on it for a second. I threw the wheels on it so that we could figure out where exactly I want the pegs. So anyways, I got it at ride height basically right now. I'm hoping it's ride height so that I can attach the pegs, because without me knowing ride height, pegs will be stupid. So anyways, that's the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tack weld back on the pegs that I cut off. And I did get another set from another project in the yard because I'm gonna upgrade to those those ATV pegs that are wider on one of the other bikes. I think so anyways. Maybe I'll order another set of these. But anyways, these are what I'm gonna weld back on here. I cleaned up the pipe, cleaned up the brake caliper mount, and now basically I'm gonna throw you guys back on a, well no, just chill guys, and I'm gonna weld these back on. One for either side. Hopefully they don't look stupid. Quick while they're not here. I like it right there. Matt. Almost there. Flip it on its side. Maybe it won't break the hell off this time. Perfect. Look, they spring loaded. That's cool. They did the thing. Gonna need touch-up paint. Gonna need touch-up paint. Lots of touch-up paint down here. Good God. I don't touch it. Nice. Okay. Let's rejuvenate it. You know what I mean? It'll be white before you know it. And nobody will know. What do you mean you repainted it like 15 times? No, I never did that. That never happened. Who told you that? They were lying. Sweet. So you guys are back. I'm back. It should have dried pretty good by now. Not saying it's 100%, but don't touch the pegs right now, okay? The rest of it, it's dry to the touch. Back of my hand, anywhere where it's not dirty. That's good enough for me, okay? So, oh, my hat. Where's my hat? Yeah, you can. Okay. Well, we sprayed the shit out of it there. Oh well. A little bit of spots. I'll have to clean that up. That's okay. So, this is what it looks like right now. I forgot about one thing I should mention. I forgot I had to cut the kickstand too. So I'm going to do that in the future because it's too long. At least I'm pretty sure it's too long. You know what? I'm not confident that it isn't too long, or too short. We'll see. I painted it and everything. I don't know if you guys can see me, but yeah, I even painted it. I thought the black would be cool, just like an accent piece. Yeah. Anyways, good times. Back on to what we should do next. I'll cut this down later if the bike doesn't sit up right. Deal? Ooh. I went in light on there. Okay, well we might have to do another coat on the underside. Oh yeah, there too. Of the frame, I guess I went a little light on the first time. Shh. Be fine. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build a header for this thing, like the exhaust system. So let's get the engine. I'm gonna set the engine down as to where we think it's gonna be. Let's do that right now. My GX 160. If you haven't seen the other videos, right there. That chipmunk is pissed off. Where's my header pipe? Doop, 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 doop. Okay, I'm going to take a pen, Sharpie, and I'll mark on the flange where I want it to be. I want to go with that Fender. So I'm just going to weld it up, guys. It's grounded and stuff. Might work. Maybe it'll blow a hole through. We're gonna do it though. Don't worry about the floor. It'll buff right out. Okay, look at that. Nice. Let's check it. Shut that off for a minute. Give it a little dippy dip in my quench tank so we can touch it. Nice. See if we like it. Tell you what, I don't like it. No, it needs to come down a little bit, honestly. Looks like it swoops up. You guys see that from there? That is the final design right there, guys. I think the GoPro died as I was going back and forth, but anyways, guys, that's where I'm keeping it. I like it right there. Looks pretty decent for me. So I gotta clean this up with a Dremel, just knock all the boogers off, and then I gotta clean out the inside of it. So I'm gonna port the intake now, or the exhaust. Sorry, I'm gonna port the exhaust now. It's gonna take quite a bit with a Dremel, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Is there. So that's what my header turned out like, which kind of reminds me, is like, how close are we with that clutch and that sprocket? Just gotta come this way a little bit. Something like that. So it does clear the frame quite a bit. Is that perfectly straight? No. Right there is probably where it's going to end up. Need some bolts, but like, yeah, that looks pretty sick. I'm going to grab the gasket. Let's bolt it on. What do I do with the gasket? No! Oh, there it is. It's on the seat. Okay, anyways, carrying on. Let's throw this on. This is a simple mistake. Any kind of could have done it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the header on. Hopefully everything works still. The bolts tighten down. Do the thing. Nice. That exhaust pipe's on there. I bet you it's gonna be pretty loud. No muffler, straight little bend, straight out. Probably going to be a little bit of a loud pipe. I like it though. Looks cool. There it is. A turd that's polished. You can polish a turd. What are we on to next, guys? The sprocket hub. Alright. So, where is it actually? I'll tell you what I did. You guys tell me what you think. So I clearanced this with a Dremel. I did the whole hole. Is way bigger than it was to make it so it could go over. Here, I'll show you this part. So now I have a sprocket that will finally fit the hub. It only took like 2 hours worth of a Dremel because I don't have a lathe and we're doing this in our backyard basically, but it fits. So I can bolt that down and be good, and we have a sprocket. The other thing is, because it's Friday, bearings showed up. So the next thing I'm gonna do real quick, guys, I'm gonna pound these bearings in. You guys are gonna chill. We're gonna throw them in, bolt this hub on, and then go over there and start mocking up the rear tire, because by tomorrow I'm hoping to get this thing built. So hang on, guys. Let's do this. Watch yours, guys. Looks good to me. Let's throw that sprocket on this hub now. Get my blue Loctite out. So we don't want these ones coming out. Okay, ready? Here we go, game on. I don't think this matters, it just chills on there, perfect. That's tight. Can you even see? You're like really close to me now, I don't know why. There it is, guys. Big fat boy tire. It's gonna need some pressure washing to get back to being black. But that's a sweet tire. That's the hub on it. Okay, let's go throw it on the bike, guys. Bearings are in. Nice. Now I can cut spacers. Start actually like getting close. Big moment of truth with Fender. I think I'm gonna have to spread this a little bit, by the way. Maybe not though, we'll see. See that? Nice. That's on there. That like makes a huge difference. That's nice and straight. I'll take that all day. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. For a guy who did all that machine work with a Dremel, look how straight that is. She's gonna be a ripper. Look at that disc. But the bolts on the side of that thing, they don't look happy. Okay. We're back in a minute when I find some bolts for the engine. Because that's the next thing we do is engine and brake caliper. So I want to do the engine next. Back in a minute when I find some bolts. Now that all the kids are all happy and everybody's happy, everybody's fine, everybody's getting along, cool, perfect, okay? Lost my pen, whatever. So, carrying on from where we left off, I got a couple problems. For one, that being a smaller axle now, I'm gonna have to weld in some washers to actually hold the axle straight so it doesn't do any of this. So I'm gonna have to grind on the back and weld in some washers. Get you back. Hi guys. So before I paint anything, because I gotta repaint all this jazz, you know, I'm gonna use some sandpaper, scuff it as best I can, repaint it when a kid's screaming so that we know they're alive. I'm going to attach this to the caliper mount. We're gonna clamp it with a zip tie to hold it tight on the caliper, and then I'm gonna tack that in while we're here, because that way I can paint everything all at once. So that's what I'm doing right now. Don't move. Does it catch and go, catch and go, catch and go? Yeah, because the brake disc isn't straight. Is it going to be good enough? I hope so. Is the brake going to be a little pulsy? Probably. Does it work? Yep. Pow, brake. Pow, brake. I'm in. I'm going to weld all this in, guys, and then paint everything. That's next. Yeah, I was there. That was hot. So many booger welds. It's hot. So guys, cleaned all this up with sandpaper. Oh, am I happy with it? Not really. I wish I didn't have to do that, and I wish I would have done this before I painted it, but here we are. Okay. So, that's under you there. Hopefully no fires first. I'm going to give this the rattle can left with a piece of cardboard to try and stop overspray. Touch up tape. I know. Okay? That's not perfect. But hey, it's going to be cool. I did the best I could, guys, with what we had, so I'm not the best. Here we go. Game on. Ready? Ta-da! White again. It actually turned out okay. A little bit overspray, not too bad. So, while this dries, I'm going to pull that engine off. Okay? We're going to grind down this crankshaft until this washer actually sits flat against it. Because the crank is a little long. And my washer doesn't want to catch it. So I'm going to mark that with a pen. Find one. Okay, it's marked. Bust out the grinder now. And you're like, what, grinder? Yeah, I'm just going to use a flat disc. I'm not going to use a cut-off disc, I'm just going to flat disc it back. Too far, but I want to do it right, so bam, bam. She's tight. She ain't going anywhere. Okay, engine template. Okay, motor template. So we get the bolts right. I'll show you how I do that. Just like that. Now I'm going to draw it out on the cardboard. Okay? And then I'm going to take something short and pointy and I'm going to poke the cardboard just like that. Bam. Through the hole, poke the cardboard. Okay? Everywhere I poked, that's where the bolt holes are. My phone's ringing, guys. I'll be back in a second, okay? Oop, not there, right there. That's how I know where they are. Sorry. You guys' battery died on that one. I didn't notice it. But anyways, I made this template out of the engine. Show you it again. Ciao. Just like that. So, now when I go and I put this cardboard onto the frame, we'll know exactly where the engine's going to sit. So we can drill the holes right and not be stupid with it. Okay guys, I'm just trying to get it kind of where I wanted it again. And now I'm going to do the back tire. I'm going to throw it on. So like, that's how it releases. It's not, oh, it's touching the bottom of the frame too. It's okay. Win. Okay, brakes on. Does brake things. Great. Sprocket's on. Okay, let's line up that rear sprocket with the rest of this stuff, guys. That was loud. With these bolts and some blue Loctite. Ready? Here we go. Let's try and get the sprocket straight. Now that it's not moving everywhere. Right there. And it's going to go to the right. Okay, try again. just a little bit back out. Just like that. Right there, guys. Don't move. That's where the engine needs to go. Don't move, okay? A washable pen so that I can actually remove the marks once we're done. Okay? I'm just going to draw the square. So now we got our box drawn on the white frame. As long as you don't smear it coming off. Just like that. So this should go like that. Just like that. And we are going to make the holes a little bit big. Okay. Make sure the bolts go through safely and easily without pissing around with them too much. Okay, I'm going to make them a little bit bigger, just so we can dance the engine around a little bit, because otherwise we'll just be back in here doing it again because we didn't do it. So that's it, guys. I made them a little bit bigger just so we can find the holes easier. Ooh, it's a lot of metal. Have to do some major cleanup after today. Hopefully that helps with getting my hand in there. Okay, engine back in. Right there. Pedals, they're on there, engine's on there. Looks to be pretty damn straight. Let's check it again now that she's tight. It looks great. That's better. Yep, straight enough. Everything is going to wear in and brake pads are going to scuff for a while until everything clears, but I don't care. Okay, so we need gas, we need a chain. I'm going to throw these spacers in. That's what we'll do next, guys. I'll go get them. They're outside. We don't have another forest fire near me. Or we just had all that thunder, maybe they're looking for them. Oh, the wife's home too, so I'm gonna go get the spacers, guys, for this front wheel. Quiet, Thor. Okay, so I got these, I painted them white so they would match and look cool, because everything with this has to look cool. I didn't expect it to do that though. Okay. Tighten this down. Yep. And that's it for the front tire, guys. She's on there. I gotta do the forks. Need some washers and stuff. But I'm gonna take a break for a minute, guys, and get a drink and something to eat. And then I'll be back and we'll test fire this thing and see if it actually starts. Front wheels on it now, I'm pretty stoked. Everything looks all right. Getting close, guys. Okay, so the engine's on. Sorry, engine is on, tires on, sprocket's on, bearings are in, clutch is on, front wheels on, fork is on. I just bolted it together just a second ago. We have to do a chain and the throttle controls and a kickstand. Let's throw the throttle controls on real quick. The twist grips we got from Amazon. Let's throw them on. A little bit of human lube. And that's on there. You can get on there now. You must have a burr on the end of this handlebar. Something's not happy about going on. Or that paint is just really thick. That might be because I did lay it in thick. Yeah. Oh, she went. Must have been just me doing something stupid, okay? It's fine. There you go. Nice and clean. We need some zip ties. Just like that. One little zip tie away. I'm going to check it, make sure it opens and closes fully. Because that cable is awful tight. I'm skeptical. Is it going to work? Full. Yep. Hey, it closes. Nice. Full throttle and full down. Perfect. Okay, we're good. We shouldn't rocket off into space when we try to start it. Not my WD. There it is, guys. Got brakes. So, I already cut the chain. And yes, it did end up needing a half link. So this has a half link on it as well. Just in case you're wondering. I'm getting excited. That's the chain. Yes, it's a bit loose. It's gonna need a tensioner. But, nah. We'll deal with it for now. Let's throw some gas in it. And bring it outside. It rolls. Rolls beautifully. Kickstand. Nice. There it is. It looks awesome. You guys think it'll start? Let's put some gas in it. How many pulls? How many do you think? I'm gonna say 3 pulls, okay? Get me down for 3 pulls. What do you got? Game on. Choke on. There is no kill switch. 1? Does that count as a start? Oh, that's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still no go. Try with no choke. Run! Thought about running. Come on. Come on. get a screwdriver. We're gonna adjust that so that she idles. Put it back on.
And I grabbed Dad's screwdriver.
Alright, finally the bike is actually done. I've done the exhaust, I mounted an engine, I did the whole rear tire. It runs, it stops. It's not the best jet, but now the last thing to do is to see if it'll do a burnout. So I'm going to take it over there and I'll let it rip, see if this actually fries this big wide tire in the background. So let's see if it'll do it. I have no idea if this is actually going to fry this tire. Okay, hopefully there's a big enough jump in the jet. That was awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come back next time. We're doing a golf cart. Cheers, everybody. It's cool, eh? I love this rubber.
Don't touch it.
It's hot.
Burning that.
Oh, yeah.
That's burning.